Hello, today we're talking about Dave Ramsey's Step 1, Baby Step 1. It's the emergency fund. Now, in Dave Ramsey's book, he says to put $1,000 in a savings account and just have it sitting there. Why? Well, so that if a small emergency, and I do say small because $1,000 is not much, but if you put $1,000 set aside and your light fixture breaks, or your heater goes in the dead of winter, that's just a horrible nightmare of mine. Or you need one of the windows breaks. Maybe you're driving your car and somebody threw a snowball and your car window breaks. Any of these things can come up without you expecting it. It's not going to be in your budget because you weren't expecting that expense. This $1,000 actually will help you. And it has saved us twice already. And I actually have something different happening with my emergency fund, my baby step 1. So it's the baby emergency. I have $1,000 set aside, did it right away, no problems. But what I've done is I've gone a step further and have my bank account automatically, as soon as payday comes, put $100 into that baby emergency fund. So that baby emergency fund is building, because I know at the end of my snowball, I will have to start to build a full emergency fund, and that's supposed to be 3 months of expenses. Or 3 to 6 months of expenses. So with the baby step 1, the emergency fund, it's only $1,000. It's not that hard to do. For some people, it may be very difficult, and really get it going, because when you're putting all your money into your bills or debts, you won't have extra money to put into the emergency fund. I'm very fortunate in that I can't. I don't even notice the $100 missing anymore. It is in my budget so that I see it there in my budget saying withdrawal. But that's what I do. I also have, and this is not part of the Dave Ramsey program, this is what I do. I've been doing this for a while, and it kind of helps me actually quite a bit with my debt repayment plan, is I have my bank account every 2 weeks put money towards my credit card. So I have like $300 going straight. I don't even notice the money missing any longer. It is in my budget as well. I had to line it in there when I redid our budget recently, because I didn't, and I was kind of trying to figure out why we had money in the bank when we shouldn't have had money in the bank. And then I realized, oh, I see why. It's because that money will be coming out later for the credit card. And it's not a full credit card payment. This is an extra payment. So the minimum credit card payments for certain debts, and the one that you're trying to crush, however you can afford it, even if it's only $25, I totally recommend it, because that dollar amount that you owe on that credit card will diminish quicker, and you don't notice the money missing at all. We haven't noticed it, and it's been actually great, because I'm finding that what I owe on the first card that I'm trying to get rid of is diminishing much faster than I originally had planned. On my snowball paper, which I wish I had brought with me, but I didn't, it shows that I should be debt-free in 5 years. 5 long, sad years. But because I'm doing this, I noticed that my first credit card that we're trying to pay off had, instead of it being a year, it only took me 5 months. 5 months. Anyway, so I do recommend these little ideas. That's my opinion, but again, get that $1,000 into a savings account. Let it just sit there until you need it. The other day, actually 2 weeks ago, we had to replace a whole fixture. I thought it was a light bulb that went. Changed the light bulb. Spent $30. Changed the light bulb. $30 from the emergency fund, because changing your light bulbs, it's not that often. And especially with the energy saver ones, they last forever. And didn't work. So I had to take the bulbs back, buy a whole new light fixture. So I got the $30 went towards that, but it's still money I had pulled out of the savings, and I was able to, for $100, I had that $100. I didn't have to freak out that I was putting it back onto my credit card. So just wanted to let you know about baby step 1 done. Yay! And now we're working on baby step 2. I will be in a later video talking about the snowball, how I do it and how it works, and I'll bring the paper to show as well. Talk to you soon. Thank you for joining Living on the Cheap. I forgot the name. Living on the Cheap and trying to figure it out. Please subscribe below. Thanks.